Hey guys, JJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna go over this kind of horrendous trading day. Um, so we'll just kind of I'll go over this whole thing. Pretty bad trading day. No high impact news. Let me show you real quick. Yeah, just all of this. Nothing crazy. Um, didn't really affect market that much. Now I took 4 trades today. Lost them all. Not very good. This is by far my worst trading day of the month. So the first trade I took was on GU. Bias at longs, entered a little late off of a retracement. Bias was wrong, price flipped and ran short. On gold, bias at longs, entered my first trade late, got stopped out. Thought it was just because wasn't a good entry, so I entered again, got stopped out again. The last trade was on SPX, entered off of a fair value gap retracement. I still believe my bias was correct. This price was in a retracement still. It wanted to retrace lower and then it'll run higher. Um, Overall, my biggest problems today were impatience, bad entries. I woke up a little late this morning and I just had that stupid mentality of, oh, I need to take some trades today. And I, I didn't really see maybe but one good entry. Now that one good entry still got me stopped out, so I could have lost $100, but instead my impatience made me lose $475. I do need to start back testing soon because I don't know. It's like I have a set strategy, but I don't know. It's like I'm not really trying to follow that strategy almost. Um, I'd say one of my rights was I did recognize some confluences, value gaps, liquidity sweeps, stuff like that. My wrongs, incorrect biases, horrible impatience, um, way too many trades, and I didn't de-risk any of my trades. Hence why I lost $475. Um, I don't know. I'm just getting to this point where like going back to the month plus 28, plus 112, plus 167, plus 300, break even, plus 325, plus 210. Now minus 475. I know losses are inevitable, but this could have been completely avoidable, right? Okay, let's look at the market, right? So SPX, okay, we came up, you know, we looks like we were stuck, kind of consolidating here, manipulated and distributed right here, right? Price came out, so this liquidity came back down in this hourly for value gap, right? And then price came right back up to here, short this liquidity. And I was like, okay, bit of a late entry, but I believe that price is going to come up to this buy side liquidity. I simply lost this. Now I wouldn't say because of an incorrect bias. I still believe price is going to go up. I simply lost this because of a bad entry, right? Like as you can see, price is still going lower. I think it's going to go into this value gap, right? But I could be wrong. It could be flipping shorts, right? Like, we've been pretty bullish since the Friday the 21st. We've been pretty bullish. So price could be deciding, you know what, we took this liquidity, now we're going to flip, take sell side, sell side, sell side, sell side, sell side, sell side. Maybe even fill this big value gap down here that like never got filled. We could be filling this. I'm not sure. I won't know until we cross that bridge and we get there. You know what I mean? And this trade could have been avoidable if I had just said, you know what? I know price is looking bullish, but I need a few more. I need a good few more good pieces of confirmation, right? Like, okay, let's think about it. Filled a value gap, filled a bullish value gap, came back up, swept liquidity, break of structure, maybe could have waited for, I don't know, like a better freaking anything. You know what I mean? Like I believe that this is a trade that I still probably would have taken, maybe with a better entry, but I would have lost it due to a flipping market movement. This one was, let's analyze this one. This one, okay, let's talk about it. We had a big buy gap here, entered the trade, entered long. Not really much I could do there, right? I had a bullish bias. You know, we had just taken buy side liquidity here. And I was like, oh, okay, I think we're gonna keep taking buy side liquidity, right? No, it's not. Never mind. But um, price came down, came up a bit, stopped me out. Here, this one was completely avoidable too. I got stopped out right here. Price came back up. I'm like, oh, okay, we were just refilling this value gap. Let me go longs again. Once again, I was wrong. This was just me kind of being impatient and being like, oh, I need to make back the money I just lost. I need to make back the money I just lost. Horrible, horrible mindset. I don't ever want to have that kind of mindset. I need to have the mindset of, am I following my system? Win or loss, am I following my system? I'd say on this first trade, I did follow my system pretty well. It was a fair value gap retracement. I should have waited maybe for an entry down here. I would have gotten stopped out anyways, but I still know I could have waited for a better entry. On GU, also a little weird. Price came up, here, retraced. I'm like, oh, okay, filling a late entry. Keep that in mind, late entry. Filling this value gap and we'll continue higher. Nope, I was completely wrong once again. Now, part of me wants to say, oh, it's not my fault at all because price just flipped bearish on me all of a sudden. Well, I mean, on this one specifically, I think this was definitely just a bad entry, right? I didn't recognize that, we swept this liquidity here, maybe filled in this bearish for value gap up here. Now, we're either filling this bearish for value gap and then going to continue lower, but as you can see here, we have break of structure here. Pretty strong break of structure. So maybe price is filling this fair value gap right here, right? Could be filling that fair value gap and going higher. I won't know until later, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so that's kind of everything I did wrong today. I know a lot of it was just because a lot of it was just, market kind of flipping on me, not really just kind of running through my fair value gaps and stuff like that. But a lot of it was also, I just had bad entries on most of those trades. And I'd say, the biggest bullet, impatience. I got super impatient because I was like, oh, I made $200 yesterday. And then I entered some trades and I'm like, oh no, I'm down to break even again. I need to, I need to make my money back. Horrible psychology. I don't ever want to have that. That's me having an outcome-based mind when I need to have a process-based mind. Did I, follow my systems? Did I follow my process? I would say I sort of did, but I could have done way better. Also, I'm gonna start backtesting. That was kind of something I avoided for a little while because I was like, oh, I'm winning enough trades, but I need to start backtesting, start really understanding my key points of entries. Not like replay backtesting, because, here, I'll show you an example of replay backtesting, right? So this is a 8 o'clock candle, right? And boom, this is an 8:30 candle. Now, if we mark out price right here, right, and we go a time frame to the hourly time frame. Okay, so this was right. Wait, was that right? Yeah, this is right. But I've had a few issues where, it's like on a 30-minute time frame or whatever, price will be, maybe if I go down. What time is it? 8:55. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let me select a bar. Okay, perfect example. 5 minute time frame. We have not taken buy side liquidity. Let me look at the hourly. We've taken buy side liquidity on the hourly. See how that doesn't make sense? And it's just, I don't know. I don't like trading replays specifically because of that. So my idea is just, go way back, pick a random time, right? Pick a time that, I would averagely be trading. So usually 7:30 is about when I hop on, right? Boom, 7:30. Okay. Uh, looks like we had news that day because that's insane, right? Now, obviously, I would go and kind of do my like for back testing. I would kind of do my little bit of a chart analysis and be like, okay, were we pulling for back up? Oh, we just took buy side here. Okay. There's a where is it? There's a for value gap here. Does not matter how big it is. It's a small for value gap that's been respected so far, right? Still got respected, right? Oh wait, why am I looking at this? Wait a minute. Looks like we have better ones over here. Wait, do we? Oh no, never mind, we don't. Oopsie. Anyways, this still got respected, right? Okay, so we had our liquidity sweep. We filled it for value gap. Okay, let's see what price is gonna do next. Oh, break of structure, right here. Alright, break of structure. Okay, now we broke structure. Price came all the way down to here. Now I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and wait for price to retrace, right? So this, keep in mind, I'm probably at school at this time. Yeah, 9 o'clock. I'll probably I once so I graduate this year, right? April is literally my last full month of school. April 30th is my last day, right? And then I have graduation in May. But my last day of school is April 30th. After that, I won't have anything in the morning. I won't even have work. I won't have to be at work till about 10:30 or 11 a.m. So I'll be able to sit down for like at New York Open like I've been wanting to and trade like I've been wanting to, and I would catch trades like this, right? So ideally, okay, I'm sitting up here. I watch price. Let's say price makes this huge imbalance before candle opens, right? Okay, follow my entry strategy. You know, uh, I've seen that price has already filled this huge for value gap, so I would feel comfortable putting it right about here. And then my stops, I need to learn to not be so ambitious with my trades and like trying to target all the way down here. If I do start doing that, I need to start setting up multiple TPs. But I think it would be pretty fair to be like, okay, we'll set up price there, right? This is a great trade, 2.24 hour trade. I think that's another problem I have too, is I always seem to want to target these 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. Heck, I tried to hit a 1 to 8 like last month, right? That is not a good way to be trading. A 1 to 2 R, like here, let's break down some math, okay? My win rate for the month right now is 43%. Well, after today, it's probably like 30 something percent. But we won't know my total win rate until the end of the month. Now, once I reach this whole, 3 months of like 5 to 10% profitability, and with the 50 to 60% win rate, here let me break down some math. Let's say I get a funded account, right? I have one funded account for 50K. Hold on. A funded account for 50K. And let's say I have a 60% win rate. No, let's actually be more realistic. Let's say in like two, three. If I'm in the green this month, at least 5%, then I will count this month, even though it hasn't been my greatest month, right? I'm in the 50%, right, with 5% profitability. Okay, funded account, 50% run rate. Let's say I take, um, we'll say to, um, 3 to 8 trades a week, right, per week though, right, because I'm gonna have days where I'm probably taking 2 trades because I trade 2 pairs, right. So we'll put it on the safe side, right. 3 to 8 trades per week. So 50K funded account, 50,000 or sorry, 50K funded account, 50% win rate, 3 to 8 trades per week. What else? I feel like I'm missing something. What is my total monthly profit? Oh yeah. Sorry. Targeting at least. I forgot to put this in. And targeting 1 to 2 RR trades per month, or sorry, per trade. Minimum. Now I'll take 1 to 3 Rs and 1 to 4 Rs if that's what the trade calls for. But a 1 to 2 R minimum, right? That on a 50K funded account. In total, I know my broker is going to take a percentage, and my the prop firm is going to take a percentage. But oh wait, sorry, I knew I was missing something else. Risking 1% per trade. So 1%, I'd be risking $500 a trade, right? So on those 1 to 2 R minimum, oh hold on. I'm using ChatGPT, by the way. I don't really feel like doing all this math. Final estimate: 1% risk per trade, 1 to 2 R, 50% run rate. I can expect to make $3,000 minimum a month. I don't know about you guys, but that's enough for me to live off of right now. Like, I'm in high school. My job, I make maybe 1,300 to 1,400 a month, right? And I do work a good bit, right? On top of school and gym and everything, doing this, I do work quite a bit. $3,000 a month minimum. That is that's pretty much double. That's over double what I make now, right? But I know everybody, all the day traders and stuff I watch, they have this thing of it's gonna take like 2 years to become profitable and all that. And yeah, I understand that, right? But I have heard of people becoming profitable in their first year. Now, I'm not sure if I will be one of those people. I hope I will. But I am trying to be realistic that I might not be one of those people, and that's okay. But I'm only hurting myself more whenever I have days like today, where I get super impatient and I decide not to follow my trading plan and stuff like that. It's only hurting me, and it's only going to prolong this process of me being unprofitable. If I just simply lock in, start following my trading plan no matter what, even I last week I had a couple of times where I missed a trade. It was a really good trade where it was a great leg up, and I set up my this was me following my entry, but I still missed it because price had a real big candle up, and I was like, okay, we swept liquidity, we broke structure. I did miss this break of structure and order block entry, but there's a value gap here. Let me set up a limit order. For entry in the value gap, stop below the liquidity sweep, targeting previous liquidity. Price never came back down and entered me into that trade, and it ran up without me. But that day was I think it was one of these days. I think it was think it was this one. Yeah, it was something like this one. It wasn't this specific trade, but it was a good trade. I think I forgot what it was. It might have not been this one, but it was one of these trades somewhere around here. Might have been the break even day, where I did miss a good entry. Like here, let me look at this one, right? So I guess you could say it looked something like this, you know, price, and it made like a well, actually, let's imagine it longs. Um, okay, let's look at this one right here. You see this candle right here? Let's say it, you know, swept liquidity and flipped upward, right? I put a value gap stop up here, targeting the buy side, stop low to lows. Price never came down to enter me, like it did come down into this, and never came down to enter me into the trade, and it just ran up without me. Now, I was kind of, you know, of course I was a little mad about that, but I can't really be mad about that because, like, I followed my trading plan. You know, I followed my plan almost perfectly. I set up a great entry. My psychology was good that day. I wasn't impatient, and I knew that if I was going to get in this trade, I was going to have to follow my entry. I never got in the trade, but I followed my entry. I could still consider that a win, right? I didn't lose any money. I didn't gain any money, but I followed my trading plan perfectly. Now that is obviously not what happened today. I'm gonna also start writing out my trading plan, like kind of literally write it out and put it like above my monitor or something, so that way I have something to look at. Um, oh wait, I just realized I don't think you guys have been able to see my freaking. Oh, you guys haven't not been able to see my trading view. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Oh, I feel like such an idiot. What a horribly long video. For you guys not to be able to see my freaking charts. I'm so sorry. Um, Here, just imagine this. These are the trades I took today, right? Um, this was it on SPX, gold, and GBP. Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry. I'm not, I'm not sure if I just moved this back, but I do believe y'all haven't been able to see that. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video. That's embarrassing. Oops. Alright, well, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. If you guys have anything in the comments for me, please, leave those in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, even though I don't think you could see my charts the entire time. I'm very, very sorry about that. Oops. But today wasn't, I mean, yeah, we talked about that, but today was a lot about psychology and, like, me need to start backtesting and all this stuff. Um, yeah. Whoopsie. Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching. You all have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.